Coming forward with allegations he was by the superstar. But when our Diane Diamond began to investigate, she uncovered a trail of lies.
Terry, ever since the Michael Jackson scandal broke, we've gotten a constant stream of calls and letters from people making dubious claims about the singer. The boy said he met Michael Jackson at a Canadian video arcade. This 15-year-old described in detail the people in Jackson's entourage, the layout of the ranch. He even went so far as to draw us a picture of what he said Michael Jackson looked like during the alleged and now he was about to give a sworn statement to the police.
I want you to remember one thing. Just tell the truth.
The whole story was a scam. A Toronto street kid meets a man obsessed with the Michael Jackson case, and the result could have been an international scandal. Meanwhile, back at the police station, the boy finally broke down. He admitted that he and Rodney Allen had made up the whole story.
To accept the Harry Chapin Humanitarian Award. The award recognizes efforts to advance social change. Later, the audience heard several tracks from Jackson's new album, His Story, Book One.
Worked in Budapest, Hungary. We had thousands of soldiers from different regions in the world, and we staged and choreographed along with Michael, the soldiers, as well as, his bits and
flag men, everything. We had flag men, rifles, and you name it, we choreographed it.
What was the message you were trying to put forth?
Power, and he's back.
Power and unity.
Power, and he's back with a vengeance.
History, Past, Present, and Future, Book One. That mouthful is the title of Michael Jackson's long-awaited and long-delayed album. Now, this is a very important album for Michael Jackson. Not only is it his first release of new material since 1991's Dangerous, it's his first musical statement following the tumultuous events and the intense scrutiny of the past few years.
If you're an artist and you put your feelings on your record and in your music, it gives it a whole different energy than it would have if you're just singing, well, la-da-da, whatever. He sang what was on his mind, and it's a very aggressive, very personal album. And it's, to me, it's his finest album, just because of that.
Scream is a duet with his sister Janet. Now, of course, when Michael Jackson makes a video, it is always an event. But this time, he is literally making history. And see that soundstage behind me? It is one of 5 housing 10 sets used in this $7 million project.
Kind of is taking place in a spaceship or kind of in a vacuum. I think the spaceship is kind of a metaphor of the vacuum that their lives sort of are. They wanted the song to be very aggressive. It was interesting. Somebody asked me, what's the song like? And I said, well, it ain't a ballad. It's not a ballad. It's very tough and very aggressive.
British TV and radio stations gave the world premiere of his new single. It's called Scream and is his first single for 2 years. Today, breakfast TV shows and radio stations across the country all played the single called Scream, which features his sister Janet. Critics such as Mark Firth, editor of Smash Hits, says he's as good as ever.
On Friday, we asked what you thought of Michael Jackson's new single, Scream. 3,072 people gave it the thumbs down, but more than twice as many, 6,955, liked it.
And before anyone else, here is that exclusive video. $6 million it cost, exclusive only to Top of the Pops, Michael Jackson and Scream.
Since the release of his Dangerous album 4 years ago, Michael Jackson has enjoyed one of the biggest showbiz scandals ever. But he's back with his new album History and the most expensive video yet, Scream.
And it is the most expensive, wouldn't it have to be, pop video ever made. £2 million a minute it cost to, $2 million a minute it cost to produce.
It better be good.
Watch the video, it's so much energy in the video. You guys are just like electric. What was it like working together, like doing it, the dancing and the whole thing?
It was great because we love to dance.
And to get in a room and dance with my sister reminds me of old times.
Okay.
Because it allowed us to play and goof off and throw stuff, and it was fun. The making of is as much fun as seeing the real.
Michael and his wife Lisa Marie Presley Jackson will be interviewed for the first time on American television next month. The show will be an hour-long Mr. and Mrs. Jackson special. One of the topics to be discussed will be the scandal caused by the allegations of child molestation, which Michael has faced over the past 2 years.
Lisa Marie Presley, Michael Jackson, center stage and on the record.
Sexually engage, fondle, have sexual contact with this child or any other child. Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. And they found nothing that can say Michael Jackson did this. Nothing.
But let me ask you
to
a
this
couple
day,
of questions.
nothing. Still nothing.
Let me ask
nothing,
you a couple.
nothing. Nothing. I got nothing. All right.
Yeah,
so
how about
5
that?
years. Don't
We
believe
want
the
to
garbage.
jump down.
All the tabloid junk. Don't read it. Don't listen to it. It's garbage. It's junk. Stupid.
And so,
Enough of it.
And tonight is over.
We weren't there just to hang out. The reason for the gathering was a photo session for Quincy's Vibe magazine. A shoot so important, it had to be supervised by the boss.
You know, he's got nice broad shoulders, he's got a nice height, he's got a nice figure, so clothes look good on him.
Though she posed with Michael for a couple of shots, Kidada was really there to style a shoot. She's the one who got Michael to wear hip-hop looks by Tommy Hilfiger, Diesel, Adidas, and Karl Kani. A radical departure for an artist known for creating his own style.
Brand new songs, including the smash hit Scream. Michael Jackson, History.
2-CD set includes a 52-page booklet complete with sketches, photos of Michael and friends, testimonials from those friends, and a listing of Jackson's various achievements.
I worked with R. Kelly. I worked with Notorious Big. I worked with Boyz II Men, who were phenomenal.
Michael Jackson has been forced to apologize to the Jewish community for some lyrics in one of his new songs.
It was incredulous that Michael Jackson would select words like that.
Rabbi Marvin Heyer was referring to the song They Don't Care About Us that includes these lyrics.
But Jackson says, quote, "My intention was for this song to say no to racism, anti-Semitism and stereotyping. Unfortunately, my choice of words may have unintentionally hurt the very people I wanted to stand in solidarity with."
Michael Jackson's new double album, His Story, went on sale at midnight, and fans coast to coast turned out to snap up the first copies.
Look out, because Mike's coming back. It's almost midnight, and music fans wait to be among the first to buy Michael Jackson's new album.
Everybody here is a Michael Jackson fan. I mean, he draws the biggest crowds in the world, from young to old, and that's what everybody's here is for.
Whether you pronounce it History or His Story, this collection of 15 previous hits and 15 new songs is among the most hyped, most anticipated albums in memory.
As far as marketing is concerned, it would be difficult to think of anything that has not been thought of with this campaign. They've really pulled out all the stops.
Michael and Janet Jackson. The single, Scream, debuted at number 5 on the charts, while a movie trailer publicizing the album portrayed Jackson as bigger than life. Some audiences booed or laughed. While the display makes history, the question remains whether History, the album, will do the same. Sony Music says it will be disappointed if the album doesn't sell 20 million copies. If it does, Michael Jackson, the king of sales, will remain the king of pop.
The King of Pop made a very public appearance at one of LA's busiest tourist areas.
Jackson made a surprise appearance at the grand opening of Irvin Magic Johnson's theater chain in LA last night. After his appearance at the theater opening, Jackson came here to Universal's City Walk. And when the reclusive pop star went out for his midnight walk, he apparently did so without any security, any bodyguards. Michael bought some environmental music CDs and caused pandemonium in the store.
Like, Michael, let me shake your hand. He extended his hand right here. And we're like shaking it for like 5 just like minutes. This, forever.
This sort of meet and greet is somewhat out of character for Jackson, but Jackson's riding high at number 1 with his new album, History. He's apparently enjoying the confidence that comes with success, and fans couldn't be more thrilled.
VH1 is proud to announce the creation of a special VH1 International Honors Award for the King of Pop, which will be presented in future years to artists whose worldwide charitable work follows in the footsteps of yourself.
Children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Hundreds of Michael Jackson fans lined the bad, dangerous, and very hot streets of Manhattan today.
I'm still shaking. Like, I couldn't believe I saw him live. 38th Street and Broadway in 2 seconds flat just to see the glimpse of the back of his head. But we caught it.
Michael was in town to announce this year's MTV Video Music Awards on September 7th.
Jackson came away with the most nominations, 11 in all.
Michael Jackson faced a firing line of world press, but the gloved one was taking no questions.
I'm very happy to have been nominated for so many awards. And I just wanted to say, it makes me very happy and I'm very honored. Thank you very much. And I want to thank Mayor Giuliano for his very kind words. Thank you.
The other big news is that HBO will broadcast a Michael Jackson concert in December. But unlike this 1992 concert, this time Michael will perform in a small New York theater. The King of Pop has no plans to tour, so if you miss the HBO special, your chance to see Michael will be his story.
Is he the king of pop or the king of flop? Michael Jackson's new CD, History, is putting up less than thrilling numbers. Now industry experts say old MJ has hit such desperate times, there's no telling where he'll show up next.
Just the latest move in a Jackson media blitz that started with the Diane Sawyer primetime live interview. And with History trailing the likes of Hootie and the Blowfish and Pocahontas on the Billboard charts, Vibe magazine's Alan Light says Michael is being forced out of his shell.
Because there's a sense that the record's not doing as well as was expected, well, what you do about that is you put yourself in front of people. You get your videos out, you get your singles out sooner, you talk about doing TV appearances or touring.
Michael is also taking his act into cyberspace. He'll go online August 17th to chat with his fans on the internet.
Anyone with internet access will be able to send questions to the singer in Los Angeles by electronic mail.
Jackson can use all the help he can get promoting his double album History, which has fallen to number 16 on the latest Billboard chart.
I don't know if our question is going to be answered or not. I imagine probably not if they have hundreds of questions, but there isn't any other opportunity that we would ever have had to even try to ask a question. So I guess in that sense, it's a fun thing.
He's giving the interview that people want, but at the same time, he's going to be able to do it on his terms. You know, he's going to get snowball questions, and he's not really going to have to reveal much of anything.
Brandon wants to know how, after all the bad press, you can keep going and doing the best job that any rock star can do, despite of what the press say about celebrities or myself in general. I move ahead. I don't pay attention to it because it's garbage, it's tabloid junk, and it's not important to me.
Michael Jackson has used the internet to dispel media claims that he is getting a divorce. Jackson told fans via the internet yesterday, quote, "Never believe that tabloid garbage," unquote. In his computer chat with fans, Jackson avoided questions about child abuse allegations and spent most of the hour-long session answering trivial questions about superheroes and musical tastes.
If he leaves the guitar there, will somebody turn it off? They'll remember? Okay. I wish you could trash it. See? See? Can we try? Can we try it just one more time?
And the winner is Michael Jackson.
You kicked ass. I'm sorry. In the opening, you kicked ass. I'm sorry. And thank all the fans and thank God. Thank you very much.
I really don't know what to say, but I think you're all wonderful people, and I love you so much, and thank you for everything. I love you more. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Memphis Zoo officials said they had no idea that Michael was loose in the park. Visitors at the Memphis Zoo got a glimpse at a rare American bird last Sunday, the elusive Michael Jackson, an endangered species. The gloved one was disguised as a masked one, wielding an umbrella. The self-proclaimed king of pop was flanked by big, burly bodyguards, while an unhappy Lisa Marie and her children tagged along.
Michael Jackson! Everybody! You're always in my heart, but you are not alone.
And thank you. Thank you.
Michael Jackson, one night only. You've never been this close. Sunday, December 10th at 8 p.m. only on HBO. We're talking about Michael Jackson as New York City gears up for the King of Pop's exclusive HBO concert event at the historic Beacon Theater in Manhattan on Sunday, December 10th.
Michael, this way.
It was a circus is what it was. People running back and forth.
There was ambulances, fire trucks, and police officers and everything, and they literally shut down Broadway.
Blockade Amsterdam and Broadway. A roadie came out with her credentials and said that Michael Jackson was rehearsing a number, and it just dropped to the ground.
Word of Jackson's hospitalization sent the media into a feeding frenzy.
Michael is stabilized. Rehearsals for his concert are continuing tonight.
Michael Jackson was rehearsing for a concert due to be broadcasted to hundreds of millions of people across the world, but it has now been postponed. The first paramedics on the scene said that Jackson was semi-conscious and mumbling, and that he had so much makeup dripping from his face that they had to pull his shirt up to check the tone of his skin.
It's a very serious call. Luckily, we found someone who was breathing, who was conscious, and we treated him for his symptoms.
A hospital spokesman has told MTV News that Jackson will be held in intensive care for at least 48 hours and that he is undergoing tests.
Michael Jackson remains hospitalized after collapsing on stage Tuesday, forcing the postponement of his upcoming televised concert.
He is in the intensive care unit in serious condition, but stable condition. They say he suffered a fainting reaction yesterday, possibly due to a cardiac arrhythmia with dehydration.
His doctors released a statement diagnosing the superstar with cardiac arrhythmia, or an irregular heartbeat, with dehydration, gastroenteritis, and problems with both kidney and liver function.
Throughout the day, the number of reporters and photographers grew steadily outside the hospital. A handful of fans braved the blustery cold winds to sign a poster wishing the pop star a speedy recovery. The 37-year-old singer's mother was an early morning visitor, as was his wife, Lisa Marie Presley. Jackson's sister, recording artist Janet Jackson, was also a bedside guest. She and her brother were supposed to appear live on last night's Billboard Music Awards show, but had to cancel.
Someone who's not yet been seen at the hospital, though, is Jackson's sister, LaToya. She told newspapers that she thought it was all a publicity stunt and that Michael wasn't ill at all.
Michael Jackson is still in intensive care at a New York hospital where he was taken after he collapsed on stage on Wednesday evening with problems affecting his heart, kidneys and liver.
It will be a very long time before Michael Jackson can relaunch his career again, according to his personal physician.
He is communicative and expressing that he is feeling better. We're finding evidence of moderate improvement, not overt significant wellness by any yardstick. He is aware that he was in a near extremist situation and that he is on the mend.
Meanwhile, the hospital itself is becoming a place of pilgrimage for hardcore Jackson fans.
We would like to tell him that we love him, that nobody is against him, that we're all with him. We all want him to get better.
We are very, very anxious about the Michael health, but we hope he is okay now. We don't know exactly.
With a smile and a wave, Michael Jackson stepped into the cold Manhattan air. After 7 days in Beth Israel Medical Center North, Jackson left his fans. In a prepared statement, doctors said Jackson will need several weeks of rest and follow-up care. He was diagnosed with a gastrointestinal virus that led to severe dehydration, irregular heartbeat, and lowered blood pressure.
That's all I can say. I felt so good.
All right, I'll call you back. I want you to know, Michael, we wish you the best of health, and you got everybody in the Bahamas praying for you 100%. We love you.
I feel good because I know that I've seen him and I know I accomplished my goal in my life.
You're not alone.
Michael Jackson got some news Tuesday that may make him feel better. He was nominated for 3 American Music Awards, including Male Artist of the Year in the Pop, R&B, and Adult Contemporary categories.